Hey everyone, Pastor Paul Krampitz coming to you from my study here at Bethany Lutheran Church in Cromwell, Connecticut. It's good to be with you again in this way. Today I want to share another object from my study with you. I'm going to hide behind it for a moment so you can see it. Again, I know these images are reversed because I'm recording this by myself. Respecting the need to be socially distant from others at this time. But this is a mosaic. It says Pastor Paul. And in the bottom corner here, I know you can see the loaf and the chalice. This was given to me by a man named Richard Israel. What a great name, Richard Israel, who was a member of my first call congregation down at Grace Lutheran Church in Stratford, Connecticut. His wife actually was a Lutheran pastor who was between calls, and they worshiped with us. Richard, a wonderful member of our congregation who would, when he was assisting minister, make a point of memorizing the readings. And so he would get up without a text in front of him and in a very beautiful and engaging way tell the story from whatever scripture he was reading. He presented this mosaic to me as I was about to leave that congregation to move on to my second call. And I like this for a couple of reasons. One, obviously, it's a reminder of Richard and his wife, Sharon. It's a reminder of the time that I spent as a newly ordained pastor in Stratford, Connecticut. Went through some very difficult times with that congregation. Only a few months after I was ordained, 9/11 took place, and that affected our congregation directly, as you might expect with us being located in Fairfield County. It's a wonderful reminder of the Israels, the family, not the nation. But I love the fact that it's a mosaic. And I think the real message in this piece is not the Pastor Paul, as nice as that is to be able to hang in my study, and it's not the bread and the chalice, which reminds me of my call to ordained ministry of word and sacrament. I love the fact that it's a mosaic, because mosaics are made of all sorts of little pieces that are put together. They're all different colors. They're all different shapes. Some of these have been cut, but they all fit together into this beautiful pattern. If only one of those pieces were missing, something would be wrong with this picture. That's the way it is for ministry, too. I am one part of the beautiful mosaic or the beautiful fabric that is Bethany Lutheran Church. I certainly can't do all the ministry on my own. It's a shared ministry. It's something that we all are entrusted with together. We each have individual roles to play in it. As the called and ordained pastor of the congregation, I am responsible for the public preaching, the public administration of the sacraments, for preaching and teaching and providing pastoral care, for burying the dead, comforting the grieved, for encouraging people to consider becoming pastors themselves. But there's a whole lot of other things that need to take place that aren't my responsibility, that are things that other people do. So I am very grateful for the mosaic of people that make this ministry possible. During this time of social restrictions, I'm thankful for the people who come in and help us with the live stream services. And not just the people who are in front of the phone or the camera, like our assisting minister, Mike Balinskis, Liz Friedman, who will be leading worship today as I record this with her guitar and beautiful voice, or Alan Nelson, our wonderful minister of music for many years, and Ellen, who adds her voice, my wife Paula, who's behind the scenes with the headphones on, making sure the sound is coming out good. People like John Truesdale, who helped us set up the audio for this. but indeed all of you who are continuing to be part of our ministry, who serve on committees. Think of our church council. I think of our preschool board. I think of our finance committee. Think of our property committee. I think of our card ministry, our prayer chain people, our Sunday school teachers who are continuing to send supplies or rather lessons and materials home. I think of our wonderful preschool staff, which is a ministry of this congregation. Our director, Sharon, and our other teachers, Terry, Tara, Peggy. We have so many people here, and indeed each and every one of you, you have your role to play. You are a part of the Mosaic. You are part of what it is to be Bethany Lutheran Church, which, by the way, our mission statement is being a community making Christ known. Community is more than one. It's a collection of individuals. One way to think about it, perhaps, is that it is a mosaic. So I keep this in my study as a reminder to me, not only of my time in Stratford, not only of my friends, the Israels, but a reminder, most importantly, that we are all in this together. I know that's a phrase that's been used a lot lately, but it's always been true. We are called to be God's people together to make Christ's love known in the world. We are a beautiful mosaic. Until next time, Pastor Paul saying goodbye and God bless.